Hey, oh, it's your girl. It's time for another video, for another video, for another video. Like, comment, share, sub for other videos. Hey my beauties, it's going to be a full transformation here and makeup. So this is a unit that I made. As you can see, my lace is brown. I did not bleach the knots. I did not pluck it. I did nothing to it. I'm just going to be applying this unit to my head. All right. So I want to show you how I finesse it without doing anything at all. Just applying it as is. So now this is what I'm doing. I am cutting the ear tab portion so that it fits comfortably around my ears. All right, so I did that to one side and I'm doing it to the other side, and I made sure that this hair was positioned right on my forehead. All right, so that's how it's looking. So now I'm going to be using my got to be glue spray. So this will be like a 10-minute or so, or maybe less, install. All right, I no longer use glue because it's a bitch to get it out. All right, so I spray it on the hair and the lace, comb it so that the hair doesn't get sticky. All right, and then I dry it with a fan. Not a blow dryer. I like the slow process of the drying. All right, using the fan so that I can get to the hair so that it doesn't get sticky, because we don't want that. All right, so I'm just doing that the same thing to the other side. Okay, so I'm just drying, making sure it's where I want it to place. And a part of it is in my hair, yes, so that's the reason why I don't really use glue anymore, because yeah, it's difficult to get it out of your hair. So this is what we're having. So now I am just using a small scissors and I'm just removing the lace. Normally I remove the lace in a zigzag motion, but this time I'm just following the hairline of the wig, and as you can see, some of the excess lace is stuck to my skin because of the got to be spray. So what I do is I carefully remove it. You don't want to cut yourself here because it hurts. Even when I'm lifting it, it has like it doesn't hurt like pain, but it has a discomfort feeling. Yeah, that's what I'm looking for. So I'm just carefully removing it. All right, and as you can see, it's somewhat darker than me, but it's not a problem for me because, you know, we're gonna do baby hairs and conceal powder, you know, the works. Okay, so that's what it's looking like. So now when I was removing the lace, some of the a part of it got lifted, so I'm just spraying the Gots to be on my little tail comb, and I am just placing it on the edge portion. All right, and then I'm going to be using my fan, and I am going to be like pressing it down while it's drying. All right, so I'm just testing it to see if there's any more lifting. All right, then we do the same thing to the other side when done. Okay, so now it's time for the baby hair portion. So I'm just sectioning off well, not baby hairs yet, but I'm just sectioning off the baby hairs because we will be going to tie this down with an elastic band, because you know we want that nice smooth blend, you know. Yeah, so I just sectioned off the part of it, that's where the baby hairs will be, and then I just bring the hair out of the way with my, what do you call these, clips. Okay, so the same thing that we did to one side, we'll doing it to the other side. So now I'm going to be spraying it again. Yes, spray it again. And then this is where I'm going to be putting my elastic band, and make sure to do it as tight as you can manage it. Yes, do this one tight. Okay, so now I'm going to be taking my fan and I'm going to be drying. And then I said, like, yeah, why am I drying it? Anyways, I left it on for like 15 minutes because I stopped drying it. So now I'm going to be doing a center part. All right, that's what I wanted. I'm just using some leave-in conditioner. Any leave-in conditioner will do. You can even use regular conditioner. It doesn't really matter. All right. So I wanted to have the hair in somewhat of a bob, right? So I'm just cutting off like an inch off the ends of each side. So I just go part it down the middle and have each section. All right. That's all you have to do. It's not hard. Um, just make sure that they're both even. As I said, I just took off an inch off of each side, okay? Like that. And see, everything is all done. Everything is all done. So now we will be going to remove that because now it's time for baby hairs. All right. Because we did the Gots to Be spray before we put down the elastic band, melt band, whatever you want to call it, you have to make sure that the baby hairs are not sticking. All right, so that's what I was doing. I was just combing it out, making sure it's not sticking, and now we'll be cutting it so that we can do the swoops. I was lazy, so I did not do the flat iron method when you go in with a flat iron and curl it so that it's easier to swoop. No, I did not go in with that. I just do it the old-fashioned way. So I use my argan oil gel and I just placed it on it and did my swoops with my edge brush. All right, so I'm doing it on both sides. I am not a baby hair pro, but I can help myself. So if my baby hairs are not to your suit, I'm so sorry, but it was fine for me. All right, I never had no problem with it. It did the job perfectly. So I'm just gonna let you watch, and then I'm gonna come back. So now that all my baby hairs are done, it's time to do the hot comb. So I'm just making sure that my part is gonna be defined, okay? And I'm making sure that the hair is going back, all right? So just making sure it's like flat and to my liking as much as possible at the front and at the top where my parting is, okay? I'm just going over it with my hot comb. You can use any hot comb. It doesn't have to be a specific brand as long as it's really, really, really hot, okay? And then I'm going to be defining my part with some concealer, okay? Any concealer will do. I was using the LA Pro Conceal in the shade Pure Beige in order to define my part. look at that. See, you can't even tell that my lace is brown. Now I'm just taking some foundation powder, and it's my skin color, and I'm just putting it on the lace. Okay, that front part that was showing. Now it's time for the makeup portions, and I'm using my Beauti'Z basing rumor number 2. I'm basing my eyelids because I already did my brows off camera. I am now going in with my Juvia's Place Tri palette, and then we're going to be doing a green vibes today. So I'm taking that medium green right there, and I will be placing that in my crease area, and I'll be taking it up a little bit. All right, so I'm just going to be putting this in my transition area. Okay, and I'm using a Doom fluffy brush. Okay, now to blend that out, I'm going to be taking that lightest green that's in the palette, and I'm going to be going on top of it with a slightly fluffier brush. Okay, and I will be blending out that medium green with that. All right, please take your time to blend the colors. All right, it doesn't really matter how long you take to blend, as long as it's blended properly. Okay, then I'm gonna be going back in with the brush before with the medium green, and I'm gonna be help to diffuse some more. Now I'm just taking some setting powder. This is a Laura Mercier translucent powder, and I'll be setting my brow bone and then going back in, making sure everything has a gradient. Now I'm taking that dark green, the darkest matte green there, and I'm going to be putting it in my outer corner and stopping right in the middle, because we don't want to bring it all the way to the inner corner. All right, we just want it to keep it at the end. Now I'm taking some concealer, and I am cutting my crease. I'm so sorry, I didn't realize that my camera cut off while doing that. All right, so I cut my crease, buffed it out, and now I'm applying the lightest green in the palette. That's the one that we used to blend out that medium green. So that was the second color that we used. All right, now I'm taking the darker green, like the whatever that's left from the brush that we did the darker green on, and I will be placing that, making sure everything has a nice gradient from the light to the dark green. All right, now we'll be doing a shadow liner today. So now I'm just taking some concealer, placing it as a wing liner, and then we're going to be applying the shadow. I'm going to be using that shimmer green shadow, and I'm going to be using that for my wing liner today. It was a pretty wing liner. It was a pretty color for my wing liner. Afterwards, I should have applied some more glitter to it, but I wasn't thinking. I was just in a in a rush to get it done. So when you're doing it, just apply some glitter to it. It will emphasize it. All right. Off camera, I did my face and I cleaned up my wing. Now it's time for and I applied my falsies. So now it's time to go to the bottom lash line. What I did was I used the medium green. That was the first color that we applied in the transition, and I placed it on my lower lash line, and then on my waterline I just use a regular black retractable pencil liner and it's black. Okay, black, and we applied it on our waterline. All right, and I did the same thing to the other eye. So this look is not hard, it didn't take long. Okay, just remember to blend. All right, so we're not done with the face yet, so we're gonna be using that nice pretty iridescent greenish whitish, it was very pretty, okay, a goldish color. We're putting it in our tear duct to give it some brightness. Okay, and we're not going to be only putting it there, we're going to be using it as a highlight. So I'm going to also be putting it on the bridge of my nose, my cupid's bow, just a little tiny bit excess on my forehead, and then I'm going to use it as a highlight for my cheekbones. Okay, yes, you can use shadows for anything. All right, you can put it on your brows, you can put it on your eyes, your lips, anywhere, your face, as long as you know how to do it and blend it well. All right, so yeah, and look at that. Look at my cheekbones. Look at my highlight. Look at my highlight. Isn't it gorgeous? Like, I love the hues in it, trust me, and it complements this look so well. All right, so try that and tell me how you like it. Now I'm going to be taking a brown pencil. This was a medium brown, but I opt for the darker brown after, because it wasn't dark enough for me. All right, so that's right there. I'm just darkening up, and then I'm going to be applying a lip crayon from, I think, Clean Colors. I think it's from Clean Color. The name was rubbed off, so I was just trying to remember. All right, and then I'm going to be applied some gloss off camera as usual. You girl, this ain't no look without some glossy lips. Okay, this is the end of the video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. What do you think of the hair? I liked it. I liked everything. Everything just complemented each other. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe. Follow me on all my socials. Listen, this look, this green vibes look, it's a whole vibe. Look at that. Look at the hair too. Everything just complemented each other. Goodness. Thanks again for watching. Until next time. Bye, beauties.